We're lemeu.mp4. That's Scott. He plays bass.
That's Armand. He plays guitar and knobs.
That's Robin. He beats the drums.
That's Aaron. He plays guitar and sings.
And he wears red like me.
Christmas.
We usually just jam a lot, and a bunch of our different influences come out in a lot of different ways.
We dance too, which is pretty cool.
It's a
We like to
giant-
dance, and then sometimes sounds come out. It's weird.
It's a giant cesspool of noise that we grow flowers out of.
Or
Each of
mushrooms.
us plant seeds. that
But
become
sprinkled
into-
with a little glitter on top, you know,
Yes.
just to make it fancy and nice and listenable.
little 70s glitter.
Yes, Gary,
Pink.
glitter.
Dude, what's with glitter anyways? What, did you know that there's like only 2 places you can get glitter from? There's like a full, never mind.
Everybody's been in different types of bands, I guess, right? I mean, these two guys have been playing with each other for a long time, so they don't count.
It's fun.
Me and Scott over here, we go back a little bit. We played in bands together around the same time. Different styles,
bands,
different
but
bands, and
same like era.
yeah, same era, 90s rock, you know, that whole time,
Yeah.
Laser Star and all that. So,
Just wee little lads.
well, these guys cornered me one night drunk at the bar and forced me to join the band. They tied me up and
Gunpoint.
flogged me until I gave in.
Flocked.
Flocked, yes.
Yes, we had a can of flock.
Oh, but that, and plus I recorded them when they started. They approached me. I was in a different band at the time, and it was the 3 of these guys right here. Started this project. Started as a challenge from Robin to Aaron to start a new band. And then we had never really worked together before, but we were all in the same rehearsal studio and all that, and so I knew they were doing something, and they knew I was doing something, and so I was like, hey,
Let's do
why
this
don't we do
together.
this together? It'd be great. And then it worked, and it was
Just
cool.
sounded sexy.
Yeah, and we just made the first record, you know, and then came time around for the second record, and I did that one too, and then eventually it was like, all right, step up to the plate. It's time, you know, because all the crap that we recorded that they couldn't pull off live needed to be done. And so
Yeah,
I
we
guess
just recorded so much stuff that we needed another member to make it come to fruition.
We
Fill
were
it
just getting
out.
tired of looking at each other's faces, so we wanted to add like a fresh face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Armand and I were listening to the Chipmunks Christmas record, and that's no lie. And that was a cross between, we were listening to that and then the Twisted Sister version of,
Oh, come all ye faithful,
yeah.
which is basically,
That's awesome.
we're not going to take it, but
That's seriously just awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
it's great, it really is.
Slew the two. Thanks, Coley.
You got that from Coley?
Last night.
Coley rocks, dude.
Totally.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
What about you, Scott? What were you listening to?
I was listening to a sampler CD from Paste magazine, just trying to find some new cool music. Haven't found it yet.
Yeah, it's rough.
There's some cool stuff out there though, but not what I was listening to on the way over here.
Hey, you listening
I
here,
actually
Robin?
didn't listen to anything on the way over here, but while I moved one of the cars out into the street before I came over, the radio was on, and it was Sugar Ray, I think.
Oh.
Oh, sorry to tell you that. But
Ouch.
yeah.
I've been trying to hit those notes. It's really tough, but I think we're getting there.
Chipmunks?
Getting there, yeah.
For sure.
Getting there. Alvin's a little flat sometimes. That's all
So he's kind of got like an Alvin shirt on right
Yeah,
now,
see.
actually.
Before Armand, what?
Nothing.
Oh, before Armand joined the band, I've been trying to talk the guys into being the Chipmunks for Halloween, but it never worked out.
No, it didn't. I don't know why. That didn't work out.
We come up with good ideas, but no follow through.
We were basically coming up at the time when the livery was kind of on its way out, which was like kind of the peak of it, really. Since the livery shut down, the scene's kind of morphed. There's a bunch of venues around, like the Underground Cafe that we played at, and then Mize's, or it wasn't Mize then, it was
American Legion
American Legion Hall at the time, and all those places were great. There's like 4 good all ages venues, and the scene
Alpine
was the
came in
Alpine
there?
too, yeah. And as of now, basically, it's just Mize Cafe and Alpine shutting down. So the scene is definitely getting a little bit slower, but basically that just means you have to drive a little further. There's places in Camarillo that you can play now, like Thousand Oaks, and you know, you just have to kind of reach out. And the scene's still there. It's just you have to go out and like reach for it.
It's in the cycle mode right now.
Yeah.
Is there a new
About
place?
every 3 or 4 years it goes like this.
Yeah.
Is there a new place in Thousand Oaks? Does anybody know? A new place in
There's
Thousand Oaks?
always the Boys and Girls Club out there.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I don't know, there's still a lot of bands though around
There's
here.
tons.
There's tons of bands and like a big, you know, a lot of diversity, which is cool, you know?
Just don't play Ventura.
Yeah, it's just nobody, you know what I mean? There's just nowhere to play really around here. And, you know, you don't want to burn it out and play the same place every month or every week. And so you try to just like hold back and then.
Which is kind of rad now, because now when you go out of town, you usually see a bunch of bands that are from Ventura. So I think almost the Ventura scene's spreading. Just like, wow, take over the world, man. Like a weed. It's spreading.
Well, I could say, for starters, to compare to, they're really 2 very different entities, because the first album was a challenge by me to Aaron to write songs. Aside from one song, it was still pretty much Aaron, but a little bit of a jam collaboration. Well, actually, one of the songs is a pure jam, but anyways. The second album was really Scott, Aaron, and myself jamming together and what came out, you know, and just excitement to play together. And we pretty much had all the songs, for the most part, completely nailed down before we went to the studio for a new canvas, versus The Sweet Smell was really mainly
It's an
Aaron.
experiment.
Yeah. Mainly Aaron
It's
before.
like, let's see what happens. Do you think it's done? Yeah, it's done.
I mean, he literally wrote the songs, pre-recorded them himself, and then we got together like 2 weeks before we went into the studio to record the songs. So it's definitely a difference there. So, and you could tell musically, you know. I mean, it's gone. It was the first album was a little mellower, and the second album's a little harder, you know, even though it still has like the pop in and out stuff, but it's fun. We're having fun. It's cool.
It's a growth record.
We're already actually starting, we just started working on the next album, and it's pretty exciting. I think we've got, how many songs we just recorded? 3 or 4?
4. Yeah.
4 songs deep right now, and it's, you know, it's just drums and ideas right now, but it's exciting. We got Armand now, so it's yet one more new writing partner.
So the next one's going to be even more messed up.
Right. It's added more dynamic to the band, and just jamming in general is a lot. It's like harder and easier at the same time. Like,
Yeah, it definitely took a little bit to like, because we've been jamming now for a little while, trying to write together and see how that goes. But it's just been like, we just keep jamming on this stuff, and nobody's like, well, what the hell do we do with that? I don't know. And then eventually little things stick, and then after a while, like, you know, a few times, and finally it's like, okay, well, stop. Let's put this together now and see what happens. And
yeah, all the pieces will finally come together.
yeah, now
hurdles,
it's starting to do
yeah.
that, so it's like, it's cool to
We
finally made it.
we finally climbed the first wall, and the rest seem to be a lot easier now. So we'll see what happens next. But good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Thank you. We never do what we're told. Too much of one thing gets old, and we're always going and changing our tune. Like I celebrate, celebrate. You're going over, you're going question. Hey, can you help me? 'Cause all I wanna do is feel the cuts of your body. When sometimes change your mind, I'll be waiting downtown tonight. Passed out drunk in the cold, 'cause I don't know if I'm able. If your mother and father be like he from Arizona, we could spend every winter holding on to that sea, serendipity win, and there'll be no more empty boxes, cherry bears and cherry nuggets. If we leave together. What is like you and me, Jameson, let it be right now. When sometimes change your mind, I'll be waiting downtown tonight. Pass out drunk in the cold, 'cause I don't know if I'm able. I need some time to clear my mind. Find me downtown tonight. Pass out drunk in the cold, 'cause I don't know if I'm able. When sometimes change your mind, waiting downtown tonight. Pass out drunk in the cold, 'cause I don't know if I'm able. I need some time to clear my mind. Find me downtown tonight. Pass out drunk in the cold, 'cause I don't know if I'm able. Days when the states claim to peel away the crane. Make a plan, a place that's working now, okay? We're taking supplements, I ease as high and fast. I'm so afraid it's gonna last. I think that's how to get. I think that's how to get. I think that's how. Get it go, get it go, get it go. Say that's how, say that's how. We get it go. Change up, I'm moving hand to hand. I listen that a babe. We're selling coffee when the work is eating. They're taking bite of it, 'cause healthy grins to wine. Just a rat to never. Say that's how to get. Say that's how to get. Say that's how. Get it go.